Are you fed up with not reaching your goals? Awesome! This video is for you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you 3 simple steps on how to reach them. Number 1, identify your best possible outcome. Number 2, create actionable steps. And number 3, do it consistently. That sounds interesting to you? Then stay tuned for the next minutes and enjoy the conversation. In this video, I'd like to talk with you about how to reach your goals and share with you 3 simple steps on how to do so. Let's find out how and start right away with point number 1. Identify the best possible outcome. Your best is yet to come. Doesn't this sound amazing, right? And according to Greater Good University, looking at the best possible outcome helps you in many ways. As you have this mental image in your mind and in your head, you know where to put your energy and where to focus on. And on top of that, it helps you remain motivated throughout the process, even if this means to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning. And isn't it what you want for your goals? I think so. That's why take some time and write down anything that comes to your mind when you think about your best possible life. Be it sentences, words, feelings, impressions, whatever comes to your mind, you just write it down. Attention though, it might be that you start thinking about current challenges, problems. I don't think you want to have them in your best possible life. Don't you? That's why you tell them, guys, you stay out right now because I'm just focusing on my best possible life. And as you're writing everything down, think of also, why is this important to you? Is it something that you can influence? Or is it something that is important to you, not others? And is it something that you can influence? If you say yes to each of those questions, then you know these are goals that you can work on. One more thing, try to be as specific as possible. For example, you want to be a good communicator. But what does it mean to you to be a good communicator? Does it mean to just talk well? Or which area specifically do you want to improve? And as you wrote everything down, here's one last point that you need to do in this phase. Think about to how many goals can you commit? Because guess what? There is a big difference if you commit to 5 goals or if you commit to 1,000 goals. Which goal are you more likely to achieve? That's why when you look at your goals, try to keep it as simple as possible that you can choose goals that you can commit to. Now let me summarize. The first step in reaching your goals is to identify the best possible outcome. And you look at, why do you want to have it? Is it important to you? Is it something that you can influence? And is it something that you want? If your answer is yes to any of those, these are the goals that you want to work on. And make sure to work on goals that you can commit to throughout the time. It's time now for point number 1, 2. Create actionable tasks. Brian Tracy once said, a goal without a plan is just a dream. But you're not here for dreaming. That's why we're here. We want to make sure that you achieve those goals. All you need to do is to create actionable tasks to make sure that you achieve those goals. And when you create those actionable tasks, you don't focus on the end result. You focus on the journey. Because as you focus on the journey, it is something that you can influence. And as you're working on it throughout the time, you also have a greater sense of accomplishment because you know you've done your work to achieve that goal. Let's say you want to be promoted at work. And first of all, of course, you look at what are the requirements to have this promotion. Once you identify this, then you create those actionable tasks. In this example, let's say you need to have advanced skills in Excel. Then you think about, okay, what task can I do? But when you set up those tasks, and this is important, make sure that they are smart. What does SMART mean? It stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. You can spend every Friday morning to learn more about Excel skills. And you can do this with all of the other tasks to make sure that you achieve your goal. Now let me summarize. Step 2 in reaching your goals is to create actionable tasks. And when you create those tasks, make sure that they are smart. Because as they're smart, you can be accountable for achieving those tasks. Let's find out what point number 3 is about. Do it consistently. We have the goal, we have the plan, but we did not achieve yet our goal. What's missing? Of course, the action to implement the plan, right? And what is the secret ingredient for making sure that you achieve your plan, your goal? It is consistency. Because here's the thing. There's a huge difference if you work on something consistently every time and you make small gains throughout the time. Or if you do one big step just to work on that goal. And you see, making those big jumps takes a lot of effort and time. We can see a similar example when you look, for example, at toddlers. There's no workshop for toddlers on how to walk within 24 hours. At least I haven't seen it. Because all they do is work consistently on getting better and being able to walk. And the same applies to you when you work on your goals. How can you do that? You take 5 minutes minimum per day just to work on your goals. And you do those small gains every day, and you will feel that it's easier and you will also enjoy the journey. Here's one more thing. It might be possible that you're not achieving your goal, but that's okay, because good or bad is hard to say. And a fail is a first attempt in learning. And when you review your project, you have a look at why didn't it work? What are the reasons? And the good thing is, when you work on this project again, you already have this knowledge. You know why it was not good, why you did not achieve it, and you implement those learnings when setting up the goal for the next time. Because guess what? You never know what it's good for. Maybe there's a great lesson that you had to learn in the first time to prepare the second time. As you focus on the journey, it's okay, because there are already several things that you learned while working on the goal in the first place. Let me summarize. When working on your goals, the first step is to do it consistently. Because as you're doing it consistently, you do small gains over time. And it takes you way less energy than doing one big step at one time. Now, we are at the end, and let me shortly summarize each of the 3 points to achieve your goals. Number 1, identify the best possible outcome. When you do that, think about why it is important. Can you influence it? Is it something that you want, and is it important to you? When you say yes to each of those points, you know these are goals you want to go for. And make sure that you have a number of goals in mind that you can commit to. Step number 2, create actionable tasks. A goal without a plan is only a dream, and we're not here for dreaming. That's why you want to create actionable steps to make sure that you achieve your goal, and those steps need to be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. Point number 3, do it consistently. As you work on your goal consistently, you make small gains throughout the process and you enjoy the journey. However, if you do one step at a time, you see it takes you a lot of energy. And you don't want that, because it should be a fun journey working on those goals. It's time for you now to put all of those 3 steps into practice. But before that, leave in the comments below what you liked or what you want to hear more of. I look forward to hearing from you, and have fun and of course enjoy the journey. Bye. Try to be as specific as possible. What's this word? Try as you focusing on the, no, this is blah, 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 blah. One more time.